Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vikari Gopi Janavara Girivaradari Gopi Janavara Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vatsadi Gaura Bhattavrinda Shri Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Shri Nityananda Shri Advaita Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gora Hari Bol. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Shiva, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Sankirtana Yagya ki jai, Anant Kuchashna Vrinda ki jai. Go Premanande. Thank you very much. Yes. Sanskrit. Today we read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, chapter 22, text 5. Okay. Tatpada Shaucha Salivair. Tatpada Shaucha Salivair. Marjitalaka Bandhana. Marjitalaka Bandhana. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Acharan Manayan Iva. Acharan Manayan Iva. Tatpada Shaucha Sarivai. Marjitala Kabandana. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Acharan Manayan Iva. Tatpada Shaucha Salilai. Лучше тогда пословный, сразу на английском. Пословный, комментарий и все, и перевод.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. After this, the king took the water which had washed the lotus feet of the Kumaras and sprinkled it over his hair. By such respectful actions, the king, as an exemplary personality, showed how to receive a spiritually advanced personality. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Apani Achari Prabhu Jivere Shikhaya. It is very well known that whatever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught in his life as Acharya, he himself practiced. When he was preaching as a devotee, although he was detected by several great personalities to be the incarnation of Krishna, he never agreed to be addressed as an incarnation. Even though one may be an incarnation of Krishna or especially empowered by him, he should not advertise that he is an incarnation. People will automatically accept the in due course of time. Prithu Maharaj was the ideal Vaishnava king. Therefore, he taught others by his personal behavior how to receive and respect saintly persons like the Kumaras. When a saintly person comes to one's home, it is the Vedic custom first to wash his feet with water and then sprinkle this water over the heads of oneself and one's family. Ritu Maharaj did this, for he was an exemplary teacher of the people in general.
Омагена Тимирандасья, Генажана Шилакая, Чакшур Он Миритам Ена Тасмай Шри Гораве Намаха, Шри Чайтанья Манобиштам Стапитам Ена Бхутаре, Сваям Рупа Кадамакьям Дадати Сва Падантикам, Манчикалпа Тарупеча, Крипа Синдуби Эвача, Падитана Паваны Пио Вайшнавай Пио Намо Нама. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasni Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Ну, про себя. Я скажу два слова. Большой рассказ.
Prabhuji is from Russia.
Присоединился еще в 90-м.
He came to Krishna consciousness in 1990. In a Siberian city called Timenia. There they take oil. Oil wells are there. And they distribute the oil from this city to different parts of the world. Did you hear about this place in Russia? It's in Siberia actually. There was no devotees when he had joined ISKCON those days. He was the first, the initial devotees who started ISKCON in Siberia. It was very ecstatic those days. Because even they did not know anything those days. 1990. Yeah, they did not know anything. Means it was from basics. They were talking about Srila Prabhupada and about Guru Parampara.
Это особое время. Почему? Потому что сразу появляется огромная вера, благословение достаточно, огромная вера.
A lot of Vera is faith. A lot of Shraddha started towards Srila Prabhupada those days. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was holding them with hands. They were feeling like that. Because they were talking about something which they themselves did not know initially. They were very means they were also not knowing that what they were talking. Then they started reading books of Prabhupada. Now he knows everything and he is himself talking about it. So now he has got the internal energy from Prabhupada. From Radharani and from Krishna. The internal energy has helped them. Just by closing eyes, they can go to Vrindavan. No Shastra, no Karma, nothing is required. We can just go to. Just they sing Hare Krishna and everything happens automatically. This was the initial days, how it all started. Then it became serious and everything they started studying properly and correctly. They made a temple in Tunisia, and there they started Institute of Bhakti Vedanta. He has a lot of scientific knowledge, so that helped him. They were teaching the scientists. They were telling about Krishna in schools, to the scientists.
С того времени я больше посвятил свое время своему служению институту Бхактивиданта. То есть я лично с того времени больше начал посвящать времени служению.
Yeah, then he started working a lot in the towards establishment of Institute of Bhakti Vedanta in Siberia.
Если сокращать эту историю на 30 лет, если сократить.
So in short, in last 30 years.
Закончилось тем, что Майя-Пури открыли институт. Майя-Пури открыли.
Then finally they have now opened a Institute of Bhakti Vedanta in Mayapur. Under the guidance of the administration of ISKCON, Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Vigyan Goswami Maharaj, under his guidance, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, under the guidance of Jayapataka Swami. And Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj is also working towards it. And this is in short about the whole yatra. He mainly tries to spread Krishna consciousness among the scientists. They have a course on Krishna consciousness. They have different projects and they have a different project for general public. He came here to speak to a person who is a scientist in Bangalore. So So he has means whatever he came for, it has gone through well. When he read the text which was read just now, I got a lot of blessings. Because this text speaks about something similar what he himself has gone through just in few days. Чувствовал гостеприимство, ну, в тексте, да, что Притху Махарадж приветствует Кумару, дает пример. Да. So he is also feeling how the Prithvi Maharaj has invited the guest, how he was invited. Similarly, he is also feeling now. And he understood how it all works. Я сразу понял, что Шрила Прабхупада, вот он перешел, он устанавливает тоже дхарму, как Притху Махарадж, Шрила Прабхупада восстановляет дхарму. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada establishes dharma, like Prithvi Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj. And it works. So when we come to temple of Srila Prabhupada, we feel that dharma has been established here, inside the temple. Near the temple also, when he walked a little, he felt that people feels that dharma which is established here. And he also feels that no one was waiting for him, but now he feels people are waiting for him. This is a perfect Vedic culture inside this culture, inside the temple. This was the Vedic culture was established by Vishnu himself through his how to say through spiritual masters. Atithi means guest is like a god. Tithi means time and Atithi means no time, means he has come without a time. When we go somewhere, so means Atithi means without time. Yes, so no one has thought that he will be coming to the temple, and he has come, and people were. It looks as if somebody was waiting for him. It looks like there is a real. Means people are really taking care of the Krishna very well here in this temple. The devotees here are very blessed, and they are serving Krishna very well in this temple. It is spontaneously happening among the devotees in the temple. So he is very thankful that all devotees are serving Srila Prabhupada very well. So through you, Srila Prabhupada is trying to establish the high standards of devotional service in this temple. He is a living evidence that the devotees here are serving Krishna very well. Especially Swarn Gaur Hari Prabhu, with all the attention he has given to him. Трудно было. He saw how you have served Maharaj when he came here so well, Swami Maharaj. And still you found time for him also. So he's feeling very good for it.
Но есть вторая причина, почему почувствовал благословение такого текста.
Second thing, what he felt from this text.
Шрила Прабхупада дает этому тексту очень редкий, важный комментарий.
Because through this commentary, in this particular text, Srila Prabhupada gives a very important information.
Обратите внимание, что с первого взгляда этот комментарий кажется нелогичным.
First part of the commentary doesn't look very logic.
Прабхупада начинает говорить о Господе Чайтанье.
Prabhupada speaks about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
В том, что он показывал пример.
He is showing an example.
Он показывал другой пример.
Then he starts speaking about another example, which is spoken in this text.
Там Прабхупада говорит, что Господь Чайтанья давал пример, что не нужно как раз представлять себя на уровне Бога.
First part, Srila Prabhupada says that we should not compare ourselves to the God. He speaks about a very devoted devotee. It shows that no devotee can think that he is himself a God. Though Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself was a God. And many other devotees have a lot of evidence that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was himself God. But still he never called himself God.
И таким образом Прабхупада вносит особый оттенок, вот этот принцип Атита Бхагавана. То есть Прабхупада будет особый оттенок.
Especially here, Prabhupada is trying to show that the guest is himself a God.
Именно представляя особую бхаву Господа Чайтаньи. Демонстрируя особую бхаву.
Especially he is showing the bhava of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here. Especially the bhava which should be there among the devotees of Gauriya Vaishnava Sampradaya.
Потому что наше сампрадая, отношение не просто к гостю, а именно к возвышенному преданному имеет особое значение.
Our sampradaya has very specific specialities which are there only in our sampradaya.
Просто узнать чистого преданного Господа Чайтаньи, не просто узнать.
Not just we should know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Не просто недостаточно формально выразить уважение, почтение.
Not just we should formally know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
То есть даже если мы следуем шатрам, если встречаем гостя со всем почтением, мы можем не получить особую милость Господа Чайтаньи.
Even if we know the entire Shastras, we cannot get the exact blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Or maybe we can get it if we know one secret.
Чтобы понятно было, о чем речь, я сразу одну историю расскажу.
To understand how we can get the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will give an example from Adi Lila of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It happened with Krishna Das Kaviraj, the author of. Because of that, even he got the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Do you remember the story of Meenaketana Ramdas? He was very close to Nityananda Prabhu. He was very highly extracted towards love towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was in Aver Bhava. Nityananda Prabhu was present in his heart.
Поэтому вот в этом полном сознании Кришны Мeenaketana Рамдас не чувствовал, что если ему не оказывают должного почтения, значит почтение не оказывается Господу Нитьянанде. То есть если Рамдасу не оказывали почтения, он чувствовал это так, как будто самому Господу Нитьянанде не оказывает почтения.
He was feeling that if in his heart, whatever Nityanand Prabhu used to feel, even he feels. But if Nityanand Prabhu doesn't feel that in his heart, even he will not feel it. Where in his house itself there was a festival. In this festival they were doing prayers to the gods. And Gunarva Mishra, he was the pujari there. And he was praying to the gods. It was as per the Vaishnava standards. But when he came and when the author himself came inside the room, he did not feel that he was doing to that standard. On sам, да? So he himself he started praying towards the gods. Gunarva Mishra, he also did prayers to the gods. So he did not especially saw what the author was doing. So he just smiled at the pujari. So he himself saw Navaharshana Sutta. Do you remember who knew Balram ji directly? Do you remember this story? Should he remind about the story, this particular story also? В этой истории Gunarva Mishra не проявил особого понимания того, кто пришел, что это за гость, что это особый гость. Gunarva Mishra did not understand that who has come and what for what purpose he has come. Ради этого гостя нужно остановить даже поклонение божествам. Оказывается, нужно даже остановить поклонение божествам. Его тоже, да? Ну то есть very complicated philosophy is. При правильном понимании нужно было прекратить поклоняться божествам, а поклоняться нужно было гостю. So here the pujari who was doing the puja, he should have not only did prayers towards the god, but he should have also prayed towards the guest who has come, because they are equally important. То есть Gunarva Mishra не понял этого, это суть миссии Господа. So pujari did not understand this, and this is very specific, that we should not only pray to the gods who are standing there, but also the guest who has come along with the gods. Да. Особый дар, умно пуджвала раса, Свабхакти Шри, особый дар был Господь читания. Умно пуджвала раса, особый. This is a special rasa of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where we should take care of the guests also equally. В этой истории Gunarva Mishra не понял эту расу. Gunarva Mishra did not understand, the pujari did not understand this rasa. He was only praying towards the god, but he was not thinking about the guests who had arrived. Krishnadas Kaviraj understood this particular importance of inviting the guest. There was some detail after this where there started argument between the pujari and the Krishnadas Kaviraj. Krishnadas Kaviraj did not understand, did not feel good for what had happened during this. He felt a pain in his heart. Эта боль была признаком того, что он понял, знал вот эту расу. This pain came out from the rasa, which means we have to take care of the guest very nicely. This particular
Он знал, кто такой Никакетана Мандаш, что это человек на высшем уровне уже расы.
So Nimaketana was in very high rasa. So he Krishnadas Kaviraj understood this rasa himself.
Эта раса была скреплена, это было нужно, узнать.
So this rasa was not known to many people.
Он просто очень сильно страдал.
He was feeling very bad because people were not understanding.
Когда смерть ему пришел сам Господин.
In sleep, Nityanand Prabhu himself came in his sleep with his full form. Krasna Dhyoti. He had a hull which was Krasna golden. Krishna's Kaviraj went into trance after seeing the beautiful form of the Lord. And what Nityananda told to him, does anyone remember? Leave your family. Your family don't understand anything. Just leave them. Leave them right now and go to Vrindavan. Do you understand? This was a Vaishnava family and still he was instructed to leave the family. Once you feel this, nothing else you will require to do further. You will be ready to go to Vrindavan. Krishnaraj Kavidas felt this and he just wanted to go to Vrindavan after this. He did not do anything much. He was just feeling that in his heart about Nityananda. This pain was from the rasa, which came from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This particular feeling was not given to him by anyone else till date. When we get this ras in our heart, we will automatically be in Vrindavan immediately. In the deep, we'll be in deep bhava after we get this rasa. So this is a very important moment when we have to invite. We should invite the guests who are connected with Srila Prabhupada and who are directly in the Guru Parampara. You will get the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Guru Parampara immediately. So now this is the logic of this particular commentary. So this is the way Prabhupada has explained this particular verse in a paradoxal manner. There are two things what he has told in this particular verse. He is establishing the dharma, how we have to receive the guest, how Atithi is a Bhagavan. This is very important for the people. At the same time, when Prabhupada is invited himself as a god, he doesn't feel good. Because because there is an internal reason behind it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself from inside doesn't want himself to be felt as a god. He is not a god. He doesn't want to feel that he is the god. When he is reminded that you are the god, he doesn't feel good and he doesn't feel the rasa of Radharani. But on the other side, he is trying to establish the same principle. And one more story which everyone knows. Then one more Brahman had come to Jagannath Mishra once in Navadip when he was small.
И Джаганната Мишна проявляет вот это глубокое чувство типа Бхагавана. Понимаешь, что он очень возвышенный гость пришел. Джаганната Мишна.
Jagannath Mishra started feeling that the guest who has come is like a god because he was a Brahman.
И он готов все дать, чтобы этот Брахман почувствовал себя хорошо.
So he was ready to give whatever the Brahman wanted so that the Brahman felt better. Brahman did prayers towards Gopal.
И обычно он ему предлагал по дороге там какие-то коренья, фрукты.
Brahman brought some fruits for the deities, Gopal.
Джаганната Мишна сказал, нет, сегодня ты в моем доме приготовим настоящий, не приготовим носки.
So Jagannath Mishra told, no, today you should not give this to the god Gopal. We will on fire. We will cook very good, delicious food made from ghee. Like because Atiti was Bhagwan. So how much time we have to? 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
И что? То есть Брахман соглашается, он готовит отношения.
Brahman agrees and he develops a relationship.
И Нимай не дает это сделать.
But Nimai doesn't allow him to do any work. He was acting as if he was not very educated child. He takes directly, because he was small, so he directly went to the altar and he takes whatever food was kept there directly. Because he was feeling a different kind of relationship with Gopal. So he used to just take it from, because he was small that time. This was happening not just once, but second and third time also. Jagannath Mishra was feeling, he was struggling because he was not able to fulfill the religious duties. He was not very happy because his son was doing this in front of another Brahman. He wanted to beat his son in front of the Brahman. Brahman, no, don't do this. Don't beat him. How it ended? Nimai just sleeps in the night. He went to the Brahman. So Nimai just takes away the food from the gods in the night when everyone was sleeping again. And to the Brahman, he just gives a darshan of himself, that he is not a simple child, he is God himself. So to a very elevated devotee, he shows his heart to him. But in no circumstance you should tell to anyone else that I am the God. In fear of death. So if you tell that I am the God to anyone else, you totally break my mission of coming. So this shows this particular story tells about the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wanted to give this to his devotees, And so, but he has to still keep this secret that he is not himself the God. Means he has to give the. This is called Ujjwala Rasa, which is very specific to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Advaita Acharya, Leela, yes. So there is a Leela with Advaita Acharya also. We don't have time now.
В чем важен стих и в чем особая правда священного Прабхупады в этом тексте?
Yes, what is the main information in this particular verse is
Он хочет показать,
he wants to show
та дхарма, которую сейчас устанавливает Притху Махарадж,
the dharma what Prithu Maharaj is showing in this particular verse.
ее тоже установил Господь.
This was also done by, the same thing was also established by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has done this at a higher stage, much more than what, in much higher principle.
И в принципе Господь Чайтанья и весь Бхагаватам, он утверждает более высокий принцип, чем даже ведическая культура.
This was a higher principle than what has been established even in Vedic culture. It's not just dharma. It is Sanatana Dharma. It's not just Sanatana Dharma. It is the Gopi Bhav.
И это очень важно. Понять, почему Прабхупада вот сейчас так комментирует.
To understand why Prabhupada is giving this commentary.
Prabhupada
is establishing the Gopi Bhav and the Sanatana Dharma. Through the Leela of Prithu Maharaj. This is an episode of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So suddenly he remembers, Prabhupada remembers Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he started speaking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he wants to finish. Thank you. He's feeling very blessed to speak with all of you here. He has got the blessings of Radha Vinod. Thank you very much. If you want to speak something more. I think ni правильно может быть переводил нисколько. Много неправильно.
Really explained the past times to Maharaj, Lord Chaitanya, and Brahmana and Jagannath Mishra explaining the past times. So, I had a question regarding your Russian, which kind of scientific question you are doing. But even in such a remote place of Siberia, how is it that the people are taking up Kirti was telling that 1,000 devotees there in Siberia?
Сейчас тысяча преданных есть в Сибири, да? Many, even more than that.
Активных преданных несколько десятков тысяч в России.
In entire Russia, their active devotees are close to 10,000, more than 10,000.
Но очень много преданных.
But many devotees have come to Krishna consciousness in 1990s. But they did not continue as an active devotees of Krishna consciousness. But they all believe in Krishna and they follow the principles. There is close to some million people who are believing Krishna in Russia through word of mouth. So he meets, whenever he visits, he meets a lot of people who are still chanting.
То есть очень много людей, они встречались с Кришной, они стали стойкими преданными, но они верят в Кришну, несмотря на вот православную культуру.
But still there are people who are from Pravoslavia culture, but still they know about Krishna and they are continuing to follow Krishna.
Поэтому многие секты уже закрыли в России.
Many sects has been closed in Russia,
Но ИСКОН не закрывают.
but they did not close ISKCON.
Хотя православные очень хотят закрыть.
But the Orthodox Christians they want to close ISKCON also, but they were not able to close it.
Наверное, слышали, несколько лет назад хотели осудить Бхагавад-гиту Шри Прабхупады.
They wanted to ban.
Осудить книгу Шри
Yeah,
Прабхупады.
asud means ban. Yes.
Суд.
Suit, okay. They wanted to put a court case on books of Srila Prabhupada to ban it, but it did not happen.
Но это не получилось.
It did not happen for them.
Хотя были очень могущественны.
They wanted to do that, but it never happened.
И, кстати, помогли ученые. Помогли ученые, российские ученые, они стали на защиту Бхагавад-гиты.
Yes, and many Russian scientists, they started protecting Bhagavad Gita and the preachings of Prabhupada.
И одна из ученых, она общалась с своим Махараджем.
And one of the scientists had spoken with Bhaktivigyan Goswami Maharaj.
Поэтому у меня было правильное представление.
So he understood about Krishna consciousness properly, so they started defending the books.
Как пример того, когда проповедь ученым очень помогла.
So the defense which came from the scientific community in Russia, they were not able to ban the books of Srila Prabhupada in Russia.
То есть внешне может показаться, что ИСКОН не очень сильный. Внешне.
From outside, it looked as if ISKCON was not very strong.
Очень многие люди с симпатией относятся.
A lot of people have a lot of sympathy towards ISKCON, and especially the scientific community over there.
Когда я защищал диссертацию в моем городе, ученые знали, что я президент храма ИСКОН.
When he did his PhD, because he is himself a scientist, so a lot of people knew that he was the president of ISKCON temple in Siberia.
Ну, сначала мне говорили, что вы себе думаете, неужели вы думаете, что Кришна это защитит?
So the people were thinking that since he is a Krishnaite, maybe he will not be able to defend his PhD work.
Это невозможно.
He will not be able to do it.
Но потом, когда пообщались с ним, они приняли.
But when he spoke, he gave his article, means he defended his PhD work. His PhD work went through.
И все успешно защитили диссертацию.
So he completed his PhD.
Ну, то есть в сердце они положительно настроены, если им объяснить.
Yes, if our heart is clean, we will be able to
Ну, просто им надо объяснять.
we'll be able to explain it correctly and properly.
Ну, короче, миссия Господа читания успешно, гарантирована.
So the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is guaranteed.
Господь читания действует.
He himself is there in this mission. He's present always. So it is through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu it happens.
Very good. I also heard that there is in Hindu Maharaj article I had read that there is a book in Russia called Russian Veda, which is similar to Krishna pastime, which is
Есть такой книга, Интрудум Махарадж сказал, что есть русский Веда тоже, который похож на наша Веда.
Когда мы начинали только проповедь создания Кришны, ученые.
When they started preaching about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Russia to the scientists, when they started preaching to scientist community in 1990s,
мы зарегистрировали институт.
they had officially registered an institute.
который назывался Институт русской ведической культуры.
It was called as Institute of Russian Vedic Culture. Institute name was Russian Vedic Culture.
Потому что оказалось, что славянская культура, славяне,
Because the Slovenian culture,
которая до христианства,
which was there in Russia before Christianity,
И поклонялись крыше там божества.
They had gods by name Krishan and Vishan.
У них была концепция Майи.
They had a concept of Maya.
Очень много в славянском языке слов, которые напоминают санскрит.
In Slovenian culture, there was a lot of words which came from Sanskrit.
Допустим, числительное. 2, 2, 3, 3.
For example, even the numbers were same. Dwa, dwa, 3, 3.
4, 4.
Chitiri, chitvork,
Pancha, 5.
pancha, pyat.
Очень похоже.
These numbers are even there in Russia, even now. It's the same numbering has been used in Russian language.
И поэтому мы сначала так проповедовали, что сознание Кришны на самом деле возрождает славянскую культуру.
So they used to say that Krishna philosophy was part of Slavian culture.
То есть сознание Кришны изначально русское.
So Slavian culture was, the Krishna culture was Russian.
И это на самом деле так. Где-то большая глубокая древность в России была ведическая.
So this was very true, and this was part of the Russian Vedic culture.
Ну, понятно, что со временем славянская культура, но приняла какую-то свою форму.
But the Slavian culture in modern times it has changed a little bit. It has taken the modern form.
То есть там не было парампоры.
There is no parampara there.
Поэтому славянские веды и русские веды немножко отличаются.
So Slavansky Veda and Russian Veda has slightly differed now because there was no parampara.
Но философия очень похожа.
But the philosophy is very similar.
Потому что, скорее всего, изначально это была одна культура.
Because in initial days they were all one Vedic culture. Because the Krishna, это
На
Бог,
самом деле, Индия и Россия действительно это братские народы.
это Бог вы сказали, это было как?
Кришна.
Okay, they used to say that Krishna, which was Krishna, ours, and Vishan was Vishnu. They used to call him Vishan.
На самом деле, вот мы часто говорим, Индия и Россия это народы братья. Часто говорим.
They often tell in Russia that Indians and Russians are brothers.
На самом деле это да.
It is really true.
На самом деле.
It is really true.
Где-то 5000 лет назад, похоже, это была цивилизация.
5,000 years before, this was one civilization.
Арджуна же пошел на север.
Arjun had come to north.
Когда нужно было уже по перемещению коня делать, северные страны.
When he wanted to achieve powers, he had come to the northern countries. Arjun had visited.
Thank you. I also want to Russia and Rishi also similar words.
Rishi tosh of Rishi, yes. Russia came from Rishi.
And in Caspian Sea, Kashyap Muni.
Kashyap Muni is there, Caspian Sea. Caspian. Kama is there. They even have this word Kama.
И вообще Всевышний, один из имен Бога, Всевышний. От слова Вишну.
Vishnu. So even they have the most, Vishan.
Русское слово звучит так: Всевышний, то есть самый высокий, самый
The most biggest in Russian is called Vishan, and that comes from the word Vishnu.
Нет, Всевышний. По-русски звучит Всевышний, то есть Бог.
Vishan means God in Russian.
Слово Вишну.
It came from Vishnu. Vishan means.
Так что я прошу прощения, что я не знаю санскрит.
He's saying that he doesn't know Sanskrit. So I can talk to you personally if you have any questions. Maybe he had some kind of sins of past life that he did not study Sanskrit. He feels very bad that he doesn't know Sanskrit. But he will try to learn English also now. Please bless me that he learns English.
We know Sanskrit.
Yeah, me too is name Sanskrit.
Let's thank Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna mantra.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Prabhuji is there daytime. Somebody has questions, you can meet him personally.